Hello, folks. My name is Detroit Miracle, and I'd like to welcome you to this episode of Relationship Facts. Now, we'll call this particular topic the wife's pretty friend, or pretty friends, in fact. Just say, for example, you're with your wife. From a guy's perspective, he's with his wife and she has an extremely beautiful friend that comes around. Like, picture how her friend looks. Her friend is in the pretty woman category, like the wife, but she's different in ways. Like, she has more and less of the good stuff on her, if you know what I mean. Like, she's stacking and packing at the same time, and you like, dang, wow. And then it's like your wife thinks that it's going to be normal and regular, and it's supposed to, and sometimes it is, but still, that's a very pretty friend. And it depends on her attitude, her personality, her behavior too, but sometimes, like, beauty is a magnet in which attracts. So like, women in relationship, that would be like their worst fears. When I said it should be women's worst nightmare to have a pretty friend around their husbands, but like, to women in general, it really don't matter. They don't care. If the woman herself is pretty enough, she'll have like a false sense of security by saying that she's too pretty, so there's no way that he would cheat with her best friend. And I saw it happen in a movie. It was some kind of crime drama, something creepy, involving like a murder mystery or something, and it was crazy. But you would have to watch the movie to understand it, and it had something like that. Like, the wife was very pretty, but the husband was cheating with her pretty friend, and then they would always fake arguments and pretend like they didn't like each other. And that's when you take note if somebody is doing that, like the Martin and Pam thing, the way they were arguing and fighting. Like, you would think they hated each other, but like, the secret message of it was him and Martin probably were getting it on, like, behind closed doors, and nobody knew. It would be their big secret, like, because they were like, no way, Martin hates her, Pam hates him. But that would be the big secret. It happened like that in a movie where like, her wife's or his wife's best friend didn't like him and he didn't like her, and they went back and forth. And then at some point in the movie, we found out that he was in a secret affair with his wife's friend, and they were very close. And she was like a cultist towards him. Like, she would do creepy stuff for him, like be involved in crazy plots. She turned into a maniac for this guy, and she was apparently acting like she hated. And he was definitely seemed to be an offense with her when she was around the wife, especially, and they showed it. Like, things like that can be applied for subterfuge. Like, women, like, if you open it up for a chance for that potential friend to come after what you have, then it's an issue, but it really ain't an issue, because if the guy is good with you, then he won't step beyond those boundaries anyway. But things do happen. And then people do not hasten stuff like quickly like you think. Like, in regards to that being the case with the wife's pretty friend, and the wife got a husband that's looking at her, he's starting to notice her. Even if he pretends like he doesn't, he's noticing her. Like, if a woman comes around a guy and she's stacking and packing like that, I'm serious, yeah, he's going to notice it anyways. Like, he's not going to not look at it. Like, who would just not look at something that comes into their view? He can always say, I had to look at her. She might have had a knife. She might have been charging at me. You ain't going to look away just because the woman has a gorgeous body and pretty face. You're going to look at her. You're going to be, and then I know the wife would be mad if her husband was staring at the friend for too long and gawking over the friend. Like, then she would be mad. Then if she saw a like some kind of sign that her friend was throwing signs and hints to her husband that, yeah, you can come on in. It's all good now. She's bringing me around you, so it's all good, Doc. So take the position, line up, and get ready to hit a home run, Doc. I know that's crazy. Yeah. But those are issues in which couples deal with in relationships. And on a serious tip, this is pertaining to a married couple. And so it's of the most serious thing when that happens. Like, this is not just a boyfriend, girlfriend, where his girlfriend has the pretty friend, because they are not yet in that committed state of a relationship. But, well, it's something to think about anyway. Well, people, I'd appreciate it if you would give me those likes, comments, and please subscribe to my channel called Detroit Miracle. Miracle, miracle, miracle.